Peep, what's up ninjas? Today's topic of discussion, my review of the DEADMAU5 Masterclass. Now some of you guys are gonna be like, Sandworld, it's not out yet. It says you still have to pre-enroll. Well, if you have already enrolled way before that pre-enroll date when they first released the trailer, then you have early access, and gladly I had early access and I binge watched most of it. I am not gonna lie, I did skip through a lot of information that I was like, okay, I know this, but pretty much there were a couple of interesting parts. This is gonna be my review on it. I'm gonna tell you guys what I thought of it, what every little thing about it. I'm gonna say what I thought about it, my review on it, and pretty much who it's for and who's gonna get the most out of it. So if you guys are ready to go into it, make sure to hit that like, leave a comment below if you're done watching it. What part are you on? What have you learned? Let me know in the comments below, and let's get straight into this review. Presentation. Presentation is very important, guys, because if you're paying for a tutorial, if you're paying for a masterclass, you want it to look high quality. You want to see DEADMAU5's pores, like you want to see them fucking pores or the pimples, like they have to be crystal clear HD. And on that topic, you know, on that review there, the presentation is a 10 out of 10. Masterclass has been bringing, you know, masterclasses, which are just tutorials, like a big shit ton of tutorials from these well-known people, and you know, their presentation, their production is on point. Looks beautiful, every little thing, it just captures you in. It's definitely worth the money just for that. But that's gonna be presentation, guys. We're gonna move on to the information provided. How much did I learn? I'll let you know right now. Alright guys, so I've been producing for quite some time, and I tend to be the guy that reads the magazines, you know, like Computer Music Magazine, all these magazines, because I'm always looking for new things to teach you guys. I'm always looking for new techniques and tutorials and stuff. So on the turn side of information, if you consider yourself an expert in, you know, music production, then this course is not for you. This course is not for anyone that is intermediate to advanced, unless you're a huge fan of DEADMAU5. Now the reason I say unless you're a huge fan of DEADMAU5 is because DEADMAU5 explains the same things that you can probably find on my YouTube channel, except you're hearing it from the man himself, and you're also hearing his perspective on it. He, you know, for me, I explain compression as you fucking, you know, you're lowering dynamics. It's like you get the lowest part of a sound if you were whispering and you were fucking screaming like ha, like eventually if you compress it enough, the whisper and the screaming are gonna be at the same level RMS wise. Now perceived loudness wise, that's something else, but DEADMAU5 might explain a bit different. And the cool thing about DEADMAU5 as well is that he shows you something and then he shows you in a track he did it. So this is where it's like really valuable information that you get to go into DEADMAU5's tracks. Now some people may be like, but Samuel, he does live streams all the time and you can see his processing. Well yeah, but are you gonna go into live streams to search for that information? And also, is it gonna look as pretty and as high quality as they're giving it to you? No. So in the terms of information that I learned, I rate this a 2 out of 10, really bad. I didn't learn much from it except what DEADMAU5 thought about compressing, what DEADMAU5 thought about, you know, production scene and stuff like that. But if you're a huge DEADMAU5 fan like I am, in the terms of like hearing his perspective on how to make melodies, how to make chords, how to do this stuff, then I would rate it an 8 out of 10 if you're a fan like that. It's definitely worth a watch if you're a fan of DEADMAU5 and you want to hear his perspective on stuff. And then also, it's safe to say that DEADMAU5 does have some of the cleanest mixing and mastering in the dance music world, and it could be just because his music is just so there's not much going on at certain times, so that could be it as well, that it's so crisp and clear. But you get an insight of his head on how he thinks about things, and it will inspire you for sure. Guys, if I had to rate the whole course as a whole, then I'm gonna rate it probably a 7 out of 10. It's beautiful to look at, you get Joel's perspective on stuff, but the information is been said so many times already. The sound design portion is so basic, like literally it's like what you learned in my first video in Silent 1, the complete guide to master Silent 1. Now, who is this course for? This course is going to be for one, the beginner that wants to hear from an expert, this huge guy that everyone, you know, most people are going to look up to. Then yes, this is going to be for the beginner, the intermediate guy that wants to kind of learn a little bit more about producing and wants to hear it from the man himself and wants to present it in a way, you know, like pretty much you go on there, you look at all the courses, you don't need to go looking for YouTube tutorials or DEADMAU5's streams. However, if you're an advanced producer and you're not a fan of DEADMAU5, this is not for you, because you're just going to talk so much shit on it, going like DEADMAU5 doesn't know shit, blah 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 blah. If you're an advanced user and you love DEADMAU5, then this is for you as well. So in conclusion, guys, I thought the presentation was spot on. I think it's worth the money, but if you're an advanced person that knows his shit already, or making bangers, you're making good music, but you know, you do not like DEADMAU5, you don't like his productions at all, you think he's a piece of shit because he's always talking crap, and that's your opinion, not mine, then pretty much do not buy it, because you know, pretty much you're gonna probably leave a mad review like, fuck this motherfucker, I can't believe he used to be the #1 DJ or something like that. Now, if you're a fan of him and you're advancing, go for it, guys. So hopefully you guys enjoyed my review. What do you guys think about his course? Leave it down in the comments below. Leave a like on this video, guys. Make sure to subscribe for tutorials on sound design and videos like this that are very informative for you producers to continue forward with your music production. And I'll see you guys next time. Take care and have an amazing day, ninjas. Don't mind if I give you a kiss.
But my heart was so easy, so easy. Launch your assault now, take it easy. Raise your weapon.